Hey Falcons, we are finished with the sanitation unit and we're going to move into some knife skills. So we're going to do a quick little breakfast deal. Scarlett's here. This is Scarlett, for those of you that haven't met Scarlett. She's here to help us. I got a couple different knives here and you may have something that looks like this or this at home. This is totally suitable for what we're going to be doing. So what I have is some red potatoes, I got a yellow onion, a red bell pepper, and a couple of green onions. And then I have some eggs, so we'll make a little breakfast. So here we go. A couple things really quick. Red potatoes. I prefer to use red potatoes because they hold their shape. So red potatoes are going to be more waxy. Russets, like the brown potatoes, those are really great for mashing. They're more starchy, but these will hold their shape really well when you're doing like little pan fried or soups, okay? Use a russet, which you're welcome, you can use a russet. It's just those are gonna lose a little bit of their shape. So, first cut we're gonna make, and also, I'm not holding my finger on top of the knife like this. I'm not holding just the handle. I'm pinching the blade to stabilize it. And then the first cut that we're gonna make is gonna be our stabilization cut, okay? And I'm gonna cut these into a small dice, okay? So it's all usable. I sometimes have students that will peel these potatoes, and you're welcome to do that. I like leaving the color or the skin on it for the extra color, okay? And so I'm just cutting. So I have my stabilization cut, and then I'm cutting these into planks, right? And then we'll turn these guys sideways. We'll do one, just so that you guys get the idea. So our plank, we're now cutting this into sticks, okay? And then our sticks that we have here, we'll turn those sideways, and we'll cut those into cubes, okay? The other thing to keep in mind as I'm throwing these stick-shaped potatoes up here is that red potatoes like these will make a different texture French fry, okay? So the best potatoes for French fries are gonna be the russets, because those are more starchy, okay? And you're gonna get more of a fluffy finish. These are gonna be a little more dense, but they're still gonna be great. So, continue to work on your knife skills. Again, slow and steady wins the race. We're not in a rush to get done with this. Again, I'll do just 2 here. If they start to slide on you a little bit, then you can make a smaller stack out of it. Can you not do that? It's gonna be hard to hear when I'm on the camera, but I'm gonna give you these potatoes in a minute so you can stir them, okay? Okay, so we're just breaking down these potatoes. I'm gonna do 2. It is actually Friday night at my house. Super exciting. The life of a teacher and a parent. I'm doing a demo for you guys, so. I'm not sure what Scarlett ran off for, but something. Oh, yeah, she wants her frying pan for the video, so. If the potato is sticking to your knife, you can lift the back side of it up. I don't know if you guys noticed that. You see when I'm cutting through this, the potatoes are sticking to the blade. If you pull it up, just don't pull it through your finger. That won't feel good. All right? Okay, and I think that's actually plenty right there. It's our scrap bowl. Next I have a bell pepper. Some folks will cut this like straight down, or some people like bust them in half. I'll actually take off. Hey, shh, quiet. You need to mix these for me. Can you mix those?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have the top of the pepper and the bottom of the pepper. I've cut those off, and those are here. We can still use those. Then I'm just gonna fillet this. So then that's the inside part. It's all the seeds. And then we're left with, we'll cut the little ribs out. Okay? And then with our pepper, we'll cut this into sticks again. Kind of see a theme going on here? So we've got our sticks. This is a little extra, so we'll save that. Let's see. We'll just put that there. I don't have an extra bowl. All right, so we have our sticks. And then we'll cut our sticks into cubes. And now we'll go into the bowl. Here we got a potato piece in there. Again, more cubes. We want everything to be pretty uniform as far as size goes. So you guys can see that my potatoes are all very similar in size. And the reason why is when we're cooking this, the more uniform they are in size, the more evenly they'll cook. If I have, let's just say, this chunk of potato going in with this, these are gonna obviously cook a lot faster than this. So what we'd have is like a raw chunk of potato with maybe something that's burnt. So keep everything the same size, if at all possible. Okay, and then next, I've got just a yellow onion. So we're gonna take off the top. This is the part that would normally grow out of the ground. We still have our root here, so we're gonna leave that attached. Again, first cut, stabilization cut. Then we're gonna cut right through the middle. Save that for another day. We can peel off this outer layer, just the dry chunk. Some folks I've seen will cut both when they cut this. It's going so full. So they'll cut off this and then they'll cut off the bottom part. You want to make sure to leave the root end attached because this is going to hold it all together for us, okay? Now our onion is stabilized. We have the top part off. We have the root still attached. And then we're going to just start to cut this in a semicircle, leaving that root attached, okay? And I'll tell you why. Just a second here. Okay, so now we have our root holding this all together, okay? If I were to cut both ends off, here we'll just do it since we have this extra one. Maybe. Okay, so if I'm gonna take both ends off, the root and the stem, and then I cut through this, see it starts to fall all over my cutting board. And I might not be able to get nice uniform cuts out of that, like I would with this one that's held together. So then I'm going to come back through with my knife, and now I have nice little cubes of onion. Okay, and then when we get down here, we just flip the onion, burn through it a couple more times. And then the only waste that we have from our onion is that little bitter root stem. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to grab another little bowl. Okay. Okay, so we have this, that for a rainy day, maybe. We have our other green onion. I'm grabbing a new cutting board because I don't want my yellow onion to flavor my garnish. So we're gonna use this green onion as a garnish. So a couple of different options you have here with this green onion. You're gonna take off that little root. You can run through this really, really small. Small as you can get them. And then we can have these little green onions to kind of garnish over the top or sprinkle over the top. So we can do that. Don't drag your knife like I just did. It's a bad habit. Don't do it. So we can do that. Or, what I prefer, Let's see. What was that? Cameraman. He's sitting on the stool and it just locked into place. It scared him a little bit. Did you think you were gonna fall? Yeah. Okay, so what I got here is my onion flat, and then I have my knife at an extreme bias, okay? And I'm going thin on this again with the idea that I'm gonna get these oblong shaped onions that will add a little extra visual eye appeal to the dish, okay? So, go thin on these though, thin to win is the plan here. All right guys, we're reset. We're gonna cook our potatoes and do a couple fried eggs, and that'll be our move. All right, so we're gonna get our pan hot here. And I have a little bit, I'm gonna use olive oil. You could use like vegetable oil if you want. Either way, it's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna go with the olive oil. So just a little hit of that. And then this oil, when your pan is hot, you wanna make sure that the oil will run around the pan. Like if you tilt the pan, it should run around. There we go, a little sizzle. Get those in the pan. Try not to overcrowd your pan, because if you overcrowd the pan, then you're gonna basically steam these instead of add some nice texture to them. So, get those in the pan. I'm just gonna simply salt and pepper these, but you can throw whatever you want in there. So I'm just gonna salt and pepper, and then I have the peppers and onions that I'm gonna throw in as well. So, give these a little saute. Let's give these a little saute. Try to keep everything in the pan, make your cleanup a little easier. And then, we're just gonna continue to cook these until they're close to tender, and then we'll add in our veggies. I don't wanna add in my onions and peppers right now, because these are a lot less dense and they're gonna cook a lot quicker than the potatoes. So, if you throw everything in the pan, you're gonna have burnt peppers and onion mush, and then crispy potatoes. So we're gonna get these close to ready, and then we'll add in our other veg. All right, so you can see our potatoes are kind of clumping together here. And I just lost one, I hit the floor, but again, try sauteing and holding the camera at the same time. All right guys, I'm gonna adjust my heat a little bit. My potatoes are where I want them. People always ask me in class, how do I know when they're ready? You gotta eat one. That's really the best way to tell. And what you're looking for is just a tender potato, okay? I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of salt. Potatoes love salt, so feel free to add some salt, and then a little bit of black pepper on here. And then I have my onions I'm gonna throw in, and then my bell pepper, okay? So I got those all going in the mix. Give those a little toss in the pan, and really at this point we're just trying to tenderize. We're trying to get these peppers tender, and then the onions will be like translucent, so you'll be able to see through those onions a little bit. All right. So we'll go ahead and okay. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to swap over my other pan here. I'm going to do some fried eggs. Got a little butter here. And I like, when I do my fried egg, I like the butter to start to get foamy, okay? So, let's see if we can get a good shot for you here. So I should get a GoPro. That might be the way to do this, the GoPro. Alright. Alright, we got our butter nice and foamy. Let's see, I don't know if I can do this. No. Garbage bowl here. One more egg in here. Okay. Cool, so we're going to let those do their thing. We'll be back in a minute. Make sure that white is set all the way. I don't like a runny egg white. I like a runny yolk, but not a runny egg white. And my heat right now, I'm on like a medium, maybe just slightly over that medium. And then at this point, if you want, you can use this spatula that we got dirty and threw earlier. I'm not gonna. So, we'll just go just another hot second. I can see one of my eggs is actually getting close. All right, so we got our eggs in our pan, and we're just gonna give those a little whoop. Oh, fail. Gotta do another egg. All right, so we're just gonna get some of our potatoes on the plate. That's probably good. That's good for one. That's good for one. Throw our fried egg on top. Onions on top here. However you want to do those. So do one like circles so you can determine what you like best. And I think peppermill that I have here, that was a great gift from a former student. You know who you are. Thank you very much. And then I actually need to clean up my plate a little bit here. I want the edge of the plate to be clean, nothing on the edge of the plate, alright? So we'll clean that up, and then I'm just gonna throw a little bit of pepper, or sprinkle it, just in some of that negative space, okay? Leave the brim of the plate alone, because the rim of the plate is like it's like the frame for artwork or for a picture, okay? So we want all of our color to be concentrated right here in the middle, okay? So, we have our fried egg, we have a base, the flavor, and then we have a garnish, and we have a cute little decorated plate. You have your opportunity to go ahead and do your own. Looking forward to see what you guys do. And I think that's what I got. Alright guys, we'll see you around. Good luck. Watch your fingers. Don't cut yourself. Don't burn yourself. If you do, I hope you learn from it. See you around.